win. You're in the bro army. You're in the bro army. For life.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Mikey, bro. This is TEW2020 NXT The Game. I don't normally do this, but we're going to go ahead and run through some TEW2020 stuff because it's brand new and I'm still learning it myself. Alright, so, few things here. We went ahead, we're going to start with we'll go back to the roster. First champions, okay? We're going to do it right down the line. Dusty Rhodes, Mae Young Classic, NXT champion. We still have Adam Cole. Cruiserweight Devlin, he's back in the States. North American Keith Lee, he's here too. Tag team champions, the Broserweights, done, back in the States. Women's champion Charlotte, she is on a loan deal, which is basically how I view her current structures. Now, as you know, you can only play January through February in the current patch. If you're not patched up to 9, go and get on it. Adam's been putting out a lot of new stuff, and it's been really helpful. A lot of the errors that I was having earlier on are completely gone. So we've backed up this database a few times. We've done some modifications. We're going to go and quickly go through the workers, starting with the females first. We're going to have Aaliyah. Well, let's not do the staff because I don't really care to show you guys staff. But we're going to go ahead and go with who is going to be on the show at the outset. Role wrestlers. I like a lot of these new skills. You can actually set it more defined, popularity more defined, a couple other things. Still trying to get the use of it. So we have Aaliyah, Candice, Charlotte, Chelsea, Dakota. I did keep Dion. I know she was released, but the Virtuosa, I do like her. I think I can use her. Indy Hartwell, Io Shirai, Duke, Jesse, Karen Yu, Kavita Devai, Marina Shafir, Mia Yim, MJ Jenkins will be gone as of tomorrow in game. Rachel Evers, which we will be changing her name back to Ellering because I'm not a big fan of the Rachel Evers name, to be honest. If you watch my NXT The Game season 13, or in TW13 or TW2016, I actually had her in both. Authors of Pain painted a pairing with her in that save. We got Rihanna Gonzalez. We have Rhea Ripley, Santana Garrett, Scarlett Bordeaux, whose name I'll go ahead and do right here as you guys are with me. I don't normally, like I said, I usually try to get everything set up. We're going to change it just to Scarlett. I think that's what she's going by. We're going to change it just to Scarlett, Serena Deeb, Shotzi Blackheart, Tainara Conti. I don't know why it says just Tainara. I like Tainara Conti. I don't mind the one names, but we're going to go ahead and keep Conti in there. I'm not sure if she was released as well, but I'm keeping her. Tegan Knox, Vanessa Bonin, Xia Li. On the men's side. Alright, male side, here we go. We're going to have Adam Cole. Baby. Now, we're going to go through all the names, but we do know that there's a lot of names in here that we're not necessarily going to use or featured a lot on TV. They will be used in squash matches. As I am a huge fan of squash-based wrestling matches. I think they're a huge, huge way. I don't know what that in the background is. Looks like a paper towel. Yeah, paper towel. I forgot to pick it up. So, I'm a big fan of squash-based professional wrestling matches. I think they're huge in getting wrestlers over, workers over, and I think they're just very important. As you can see, the overness is for Adam Cole. He's going to be one of our most over wrestlers. So we're going to have a lot to do. This is the Tough Flesh database, and we'll be building out the universe as we go. We're pushing for at least 2 or 3 seasons in this as well, back to getting it at least another 150 episodes of NXT. The tournament format, we're going to do a lot with that as well, given that's been built into the engine. We think it's going to be extremely fun. All right, we got Ari Davaria, who's here. We got Russo. We got Babatunde, or Samson, if you will. Boa, Bobby Fish, Brandon Vink, Bronson Reed, Cameron Garam, Senior Bonyani, Chase Parker, Damian Priest, Danny Burch, Dexter Loomis, Dio Madden, Dominic Dijakovic, EJ Nakuda, El Hijo del Fantasma, Eric Bodenhagen, that's right, Rick Buse has gone. We got back to the Bodenhagen gimmick, Fandango, Finn Balor, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Grand Metalik. So now this is where it's going to get interesting. Now, I didn't take very many liberties with the file. I will say that I have a contract offer to Mercedes Martinez out to get her back on the roster. She's the only one that I missed in my catch-all before I started. I did make another offer to someone else, but I'm not going to necessarily say who right away because leave a little bit to be desired for the save. But Jack Gallagher, of course, Finn Balor. But I did bring over the Lucha House Party to be a tag team in NXT. They're not being used on the main roster. I started this just the same day that the day before they were used on TV. But we brought over the Lucha House Party. They, I think, fit in NXT fairly well. Harley Jackson, we got Swerve, Jake Atlas, James Drake. I did also bring over, and when I say bring over, I mean I just kind of brought over the, sorry, my kids are doing the kid stuff. I did, it's Cobra. I thought he was going to come over here, so I was like, dude, what you doing? You going to come video? I guess not. Regardless, I brought over the Grizzled Young Vets because I wanted to see how they were going to do. here in the NXT environment. And before the COVID-19 stuff happened, they were coming back over. We got G Rama, Joaquin Wild, Johnny Gargano, Jordan Devlin, who will be our Cruiserweight champion, and we'll get a big push. Kalisto, Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, Killian Dane. We got Kona Reeves, Kushida, O'Reilly, Dorado, Bivens, Mansoor, Marcel, Riddle, Nick Orgarelli, and I'm not really sure who this is, to be completely honest. One of the only guys I'm not sure who they are. Only Lorcan, Pete Dunne, Raul Mendoza, Rick Moss will be gone as of tomorrow in the save as well. We got Rinku Singh, Roderick Strong, Sharav Gravar, Shane Thorne, the Brian Kendrick, Timothy Thatcher, Sabatelli, who is back with the company, Tommaso Ciampa, Tony Nese, Tyler Breeze, Velveteen Dream, and Zach Gibson. Now, I want to tell you something else fun I'm doing here. Now, you can see events here. We didn't do it. I could have done it as a TV show, and I could have put it on the WWE Network, but I decided to do it as events, maybe to pop a couple more, not necessarily money. You see, we can have $5,000, $5 million. Triple H dipped into his personal fund. He gave to William Regal. So Regal, he's a user character. Do what you want with the money. But if you actually go to our events thing, which is down here, please stick with me. I have what's called a coconut loop. We're going to be doing every Sunday morning for 1 hour an NXT live show in the events phase, using a lot of the people who aren't necessarily over, 4 or 5 matches just to try to get them over. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to go and run that through every single show to let you know who was on the coconut loop that week. Also, the first show, it's going to be, I have it week 1, Wednesday 1. It's going to air before our first NXT television taping. It's coming out. We Are NXT. I thought it could be a fun way to kick off TEW 2020. It's going to be some of the current roster facing one another, but also going to be former members of the roster. Sammy, for example, the Undisputed Era's Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish will be taking on at We Are NXT. They'll be taking on Sami Zayn, Shinsuke, Nakamura, and Cesaro, all 3 of which who were pretty important in NXT early on via the Alliance loan. So we're going to have a lot of fun matches. That's what you saw as a thumbnail when you click this video. That will be the official card. I have it up right here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I'm not sure. See if I can pull it up on my my Mac real quick. I had trouble getting. I usually ran TEW on Mac, but I had a big issue getting it on TEW 2020 through Wine, and I wasn't able to do it. So the We Are NXT card, as you saw earlier, we're gonna have. Well, that's not helping. Oh, I'm like a newbie here. We got Ciampa versus Cole versus Gargano for the NXT Championship. Flair versus Ripley for the Women's Championship. Devlin versus Dunn for the Cruiserweight Championship. The Undisputed Era is Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong taking on Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sami Zayn. We have Bayo versus Io Shirai. Kushida versus Ricochet. Andrade versus Matt Riddle. We have Keith Lee versus Aleister Black, and Finn Balor versus The Dream. So as you can see, we have a fun first We Are NXT event. Then we'll go into our weekly television tapings along with our coconut loop. As far as our NXT is on the docket, all we have is Brooklyn and War Games so far. Bringing back Brooklyn. War Games is going to be a staple. The Dusty Rhodes and Mae Young Classic will happen. And guess what, guys? I love tournaments. So we will be having more tournaments. As you can see here, Riddick Moss and MJ Jenkins are losing. And I love this right here. It says we need 20 active wrestlers on the roster in order to avoid getting a penalty. Well, WWE doing WWE things. They have 90. Or excuse me, they have 87 at the moment. Therefore, we are safe. We don't have a figure fit at the moment. I will show you our stables. We have Bivens Enterprises of Malcolm Bivens, Rinku Singh, and Saurav Guvar. We have Lucha House Party, which is a Brotherhood stable. We have The Brand, which is Robert Stone and Chelsea Green. And we have the Undisputed Era. So I'm going to go on in the video here. This was kind of just recapping what we have in the file. I don't really have much to go over creatively. All we have is Finn Balor. We got to really get people identified to see what years. And we see we're running through Bandicam. I'll go ahead and get the watermarker off in a couple weeks. I'm trying with the video in the corner with the stuff on the side. As you can see, that's all our current champions. If you guys like it, let me know. I can take it off, make it fill your screens more. Just let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this NXT. Like I said, we've been doing NXT for a while. The next big thing is Velveteen Dream and Zach Gibson. That's fun. Prospects, Io, Dio, Devlin, Dream, James Drake, Talk the Talk. Should be all the older guys. It is. Showstoppers, Balor, Metalik, blah, 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 blah. We do have the Kendrick here, which is interesting. But yeah, so this is kind of an overview of what I wanted to do here in the state, but we have modified everything to make it as current as possible in NXT. We'll go over some of this other stuff later. I don't really have much to go over, and I have a 10-minute time limit, so I'm talking a little bit quickly without a real general direction. But the next time you see a video from me, it will be NXT. We Are NXT, which will feature our first show in the 20 database, and will get us kind of, you know, used to, not used to, but it'll kind of give us an idea of how this is going to work. It's Flesh, so it's very low ratings. We're going to have to build up our workers. We've done it before. But until next time, it's me, Mikey Bro, wishing you a glorious rest of your day.